Maya Angelou, the first black female on the United States coin. Marguerite Annie Johnson was born in St. Louis, which is the second largest city in Missouri, United States, on April 4, 1928, as the second child of Mr. Bailey Johnson, who was a doorman and Navy dietitian, and Vivian Baxter Johnson, who was a nurse and a car dealer. The name Maya, according to a biography, was derived from the word Mai, or Maya, sister, as her older brother, Bailey Jr., would always call her. When Maya was 3, her parents divorced and her father sent Maya and her older brother, who was just 4 years old, to Stamps alone by train to live with their paternal grandmother, who was Annie Edison, who, unlike many other black African Americans as at the time, was financially prosperous. Report says that during the Great Depression and the World War II, she owned and sold needed basic commodities. She's said to have been a woman who made wise decisions and honest investments. 4 years later, Maya was already 7. Their father came to Stamps uninvited and returned the kids to their mother's care in St. Louis, where Angelou was sexually abused and raped by her mother's boyfriend called Freeman at the age of 8. When Maya told her brother and got the man exposed, Freeman was jailed, but only for a day. 4 days after his release, he was murdered. Angelou always felt responsible for his death. As she said, "I killed that man because I told his name, and then I thought I would never speak again because my voice would kill anyone." According to Marcia Ann Gillespie and her colleagues who wrote a biography about Angelou, it was during this period of silence when she developed her ability to listen and observe the world around her. At 16, she became the first black female streetcar conductor in San Francisco. 3 weeks after completing her school at the age of 17, she gave birth to her son, who she named Clyde, but later changed his name to Guy Johnson. After her divorce in 1954, she danced professionally in clubs around San Francisco, including the nightclub called the Purple Onion, where she sang and danced to house music and at the strong suggestions of a manager and supporters from the club, she changed her name to Maya Angelou. According to scholar Mary Jane Lupton, Angelou's storied autobiography, titled Singing and Swinging and Getting Merry Like Christmas, marked the first time a well-known African-American autobiographer had written a third volume about her life. She was honored by universities, literary organizations, government agencies, and special interest groups. Angelou got a Pulitzer nomination for her book of poetry titled Just Give Me. Maya Angelou was a poet, dancer, a singer, an activist, scholar, a world-famous author, best known for her unique and pioneering autobiographical writing style. Maya appeared on Broadway and off-Broadway plays, including Carabet for Freedom, which she wrote with Godfrey Cambridge. At the request of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she served as a Northern coordinator of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. In 1978, she was a National Book Award judge for biography and autobiography. Angelou read On the Pulse of Morning at the 1992 inauguration of President Clinton. A reading marked the first time an African woman wrote and presented poem at a presidential inauguration. She was also the only second poet to do so. Angelou died on the morning of May 28, 2014 at 86, while she was working on another book which was supposed to be an autobiography about her experience with the national and world leaders. During her memorial service, her son, Guy Johnson, stated that despite being in constant pain due to a dancing career and respiratory failure, she wrote 4 books during the last 9 years of her life. He said, "She left with no loss of acuity and no loss in comprehension." Angelou received more than 30 honorary degrees and was inducted into the Wake Forest University Hall of Fame for Writers in 2010. President Obama awarded her for the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She was also the 2013 recipient of the Literarian Award, an honorary National Book Award for contributions to the literary community. She became the first black woman to appear on the United States coin, the 25 cents, which is also called a coin. Sometimes all we just need to do is look back into our dark side, go back to our dark moments and try to bring out the lesson from it. She could have just kept her mouth shut after the experience with a rapist, but on the long run, she became who she was as a result of being more observant towards our surroundings and learning more about herself. Her talent was discovered and she has built and lived a legacy which many female, especially the blacks, would want to live up to. She is an inspiration, she was an inspiration, and she would always be an inspiration to many, especially white men. Well, I am Adena Janet from OPC TV, powered by Sundos Communication. If you love this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow our platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next time.